Yes, just sitting here. Well, not really even sitting here, but getting myself together, freshening myself up. I've been up for a minute, but just been in my bed, working from bed. Working on a grant this morning. And I was just thinking through some things, myself, and, the thoughts that are running through my mind and the situations that are currently present in our lives, blah, blah, blah. At any rate, it brought me to something. I think it made me think about parenting, partnership parenting, loving on those people that we love, our little ones that are quickly changing, growing, and evolving into these individual beings, these adults that are going to get to go out here and do whatever they want to do, right? Really quickly. With being an adult, what does that even mean? With education, what does that even mean? Are you prepared to get out here for life? One of the aspects that I think is super important is understanding your abilities, your skills, your gifts, your talents, and then living life in a way that means something for you so that you can find joy in everyday actions and movements all together, right? And not to mean that everything's going to be very all fuzzy, peachy, and all that jazz. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that we have to take care of ourselves in these ways, right? We have to figure out how we'll make money, right? And we can either hire ourselves out to companies, to businesses in exchange for the means, right? The finances, a consistent check is super helpful, right? That's awesome. And also, in these years, I think in these young adult young adult years, as you transition into even the 20s, I think these teen years, it would behoove us if we were, it's about learning responsibility, having fun, because, you just were a child and you should be able to play, blah, blah, blah. But what does play look like as you transition into teenhood and then young adulthood and to adult and seniors? Just as human beings experiencing life, how do you want to experience it? And I don't think we understand the power that we have. Personally, I believe that we are created in the image and likeness of our Creator, the one who created us, them that created us, right? And this idea that is super powerful because it made us we are made in the image and likeness of the Creator. The Creator is super powerful. We are powerful, but and to experience humanity, this flesh, to experience life in this flesh, is a privilege. Okay, it's an honor, but also being connected to the divinity, that divine thing that created you, is super important. And remembering that and connecting to that and finding purpose in the work that we do is super important, right? So I think, and it's powerful if you know that and if you're connected to that and finding that and discovering that. And the things that bring you joy, you turn them into how can I take and go out and use my skills and talents and things that I enjoy to make money, if you will, to make money. What can I do? How can I leverage that? But you have to know what that is instead of scrambling in a desperate pursuit to get money, to get things that perhaps the first inspiration may be to do things that we want to do, right? To do things that we want to do, to have experiences we want to have, to go places, to do things with friends and people and all of these things, right? And the most interesting thing is everything costs, right? Everything supposedly costs. So, school, and especially high school, it does not prepare you for that. It does not prepare you. It prepares and it makes puts the responsibility back on the parent. school, because it gives you this fluff and frill of an idea of what, of these fake realities, that are not real. It's great to have extracurricular activities and be a part of sport and competitions, etc. But if you're not in tune with that gift so that it advantages you, and then so that you can have that space to go out there and problem solve, because there's lots of problems. And I think that that's what we're here to do. We're here to solve some problems. And as creative beings created from the creator, and even if that process was, because I'm learning and looking at science, that process may have been long and over these periods of time, and what folks are witnessing as evolutions, the evolutions of life cycles, et cetera, how the cell turns into this, and et cetera, on and on. Every time I say et cetera, I always think about Hedwig, the kid, like forever the 7-year-old, 9-year-old, whatever. How old Hedwig was, because I'd be like, et cetera, forever. I am forever that kid. I am forever probably Hedwig. Oh my gosh. But anyway, I'm always thinking about that because I'd be like, et cetera, et cetera. Anywho, I think like unless we are tapped into what's happening and how we can leverage our skills, our talents, our abilities, and things that we are gifted at, or things that we want to fine tune and go out there and find purpose, I think that we do ourselves a disservice and the world, because I think, if we tap into those abilities very early, then, it just makes for such a beautiful future. So anyway, I think that getting back to those ideas of really being able to prepare our young people for what is next, and that is the responsibility of just taking care of oneself. Yeah, you want to, find this career, you do the thing, but like, what does that really mean? What is that really meaning in the end? Like, for real. These ideas of this elevated education, and through the means of I don't know, one not really being tapped into that being their ideas. A lot of times it can be us going after things because, okay, it's going to bring us a lot of money, or okay, it's going to, this is what others want for us. But when we tap into those talents and gifts and skills, I think we do ourselves such a service to ourselves, and then a service to our family, and then a service to our community, and then a service to the world, where we can, truly problem solve. And I think that, that is a great way forward when it comes to education. Yeah, I think that's a great way forward when it comes to education, because it gives us so many outlets and creative portals, and allowing these unique things to develop from us as we encourage ourselves through the discovery part of, okay, well, what am I doing? What do I like? What things come easy, or what things can I really prune out? Yeah. All right, that was my rant. That's all I got. I'm signing out.